What up, guys? Matt Viking here, doing live reactions. It's really not a live reaction, it's just a redo. I was doing it, and someone called me on my goddamn phone, and it stopped recording almost just before the last match, so I'm not going to fake watching it again. I'm just going to do a quick review of what happened, who won, what happened, things like that. First off, before any matches kicked off, Kurt Hawkins came to the ring, and he's declared his debut match again this week on SmackDown. He was supposed to have debuted like 4 weeks ago on SmackDown. All I can say is I like his music. I think it's badass. I hope this gimmick they've given him isn't stupid. I don't see the shelf life on it though, but I hope he does well. I grew to really like his character through Grimm and stuff. I don't even know if that was a character. It was just him, but I liked it. I liked where he. I like where he went with it, and I think that's the reason why the WWE brought him back, because he built his fan base, and look at the indie shows the guy could put on and stuff. He built his own brand basically. So I hope he does well on his return tour. There you go. All right. The kickoff match was changed. What was this kickoff match supposed to be? It was supposed to be Nikki versus Carmella, I believe, the kickoff match originally. But then Becky Lynch got hurt on tour, and she was taken off the card, so the card was changed. The kickoff match was a 8-man tag team match for the number one contendership for the tag team titles. It was the Alpha Males and the Bro Men, or the Hype Men, or Hype Bros. There we go. And the Vaudevillains and the Ascension. It was I don't know. Everybody got their moves in. Everybody tagged in and out. Every team got in. It wasn't anything flashy. It's a kickoff match. They usually suck and they're usually short. It maybe lasted 8 minutes, and the Alpha Males double teamed and pinned one of the Vaudevillains for the win, so they're the number one contender. But at the end of that match, it seemed like the Hype Bros, or the Bro Men, or whatever their names are, started scruffing a little bit with them. So maybe there's going to be something going on with them after that, match wise. First match out, shockingly, was the main event, which was Cena, Ambrose, and Styles. Started off kind of slow, and it did all the basic crap that I said was going to happen. One guy gets thrown out of the ring for a while, two guys fight. It did pick up steam, and then there was a lot of chain moves, chain wrestling, which was actually pretty cool. As it got to the point where people started doing their finishers on each other and stuff, or Cena was doing the double. He was trying to get the double STFU or the FU going a few times. He didn't get that out. Ambrose was subdued at one point. No. Yeah, Cena was about to pin him. No, I'm jumping way ahead. But anyway, at one point, Ambrose had Styles in a leg lock submission hold, and then for whatever reason, Cena jumped onto it too, and threw the other half of Styles' body into the STFU. And eventually he tapped, and of course both jabronis thought they won. And I was like, geez, what is this going to do now? Drag out another number one contendership? And it didn't happen. But for whatever reason, they kept the match going. And it was going back and forth. Everybody's trying to do their finishers on each other. Cena was working on Ambrose, and Styles came in with a chair, smacked Cena with it, and he pinned him. And so he retained the title, which I'm very happy about, because he deserves to keep holding the title for a while. So that makes... Sorry, it's been a long day. Football, and I went to a wrestling event. If you watch my channel, I went to a micro championship wrestling show here in Hudson, Hulk Hogan's midget wrestling company, and football, and then this. So, but yes, Styles retained. Next match was Nikki Bella versus Carmella, and most of that match was just Nikki Bella flopping around the ring, looking sloppy, looking like a rookie, getting her hair pulled, getting slapped, getting beat on. And then somehow magically at the end, she got the win with her. I can't ever remember her finisher. Oh, the back vertebrae 2, so whatever she calls it. And she beat Carmella. But Carmella did actually pretty well, but all that was her on offense the whole match, so I don't know. Corbin versus Swagger. I don't know. It was an alright match. I was expecting a little bit more. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it, but it was an alright match. Corbin did beat Slayer. Why do I keep wanting to say that? He did beat Swagger. I don't know. It was the Usos versus Rhino and Slater. I got Kids Man. That match was actually definitely better than it was in that tag team tournament. The Usos were going for their old game plan of just trying to isolate somebody. They were trying to isolate Slater, but Slater could always get out and go retag in Rhino. And they started trying to do it with the Rhino. And Rhino would still get loose and get the tag. They couldn't isolate anybody, so it wasn't working. Both guys were staying fresh and kept getting in. And at one point, they had Slater getting ready to tap in that new submission leg hold they do. And Rhino broke it up. And then Rhino then speared Jay. And they retained the title shockingly. So I didn't predict them to win, but I'm happy they did. Like I said, I kind of like the storyline. Even though it's kind of dropped off recently, I still wouldn't mind it going on. So I'm still... It's good for them, that they won. We all know the Usos are going to win it at some point. I'm sure they'll win it next month, but Rhino and Slater live to fight another day. Naomi fought Alexa Bliss. I guess they still kept the women's match going. I figured maybe they were going to throw Bliss into the Nikki Bella match, but they didn't. Basically, Bliss came out and said there's no woman on the roster who can beat me, blah, 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 blah. And Naomi's music played. She came out, did her little dancing. I don't remember the match being very long. Sorry. Or really flashy, but I was kind of shocked because Alexa Bliss lost to Naomi. But when you think about it, since Naomi's been back, she hasn't really been on any matches or cards, and I don't recall her winning any. So I guess this was like her attaboy. Because it seems a little weird. I guess they have to move on. Because they can't sit there and hold their breath, because obviously the Becky Lynch thing is over with now for a while. So I guess, they started a new feud, basically. But yeah, Naomi beat Alexa Bliss. What's another? This is probably the match of the night, by far. Ziggler versus The Miz. It was mostly just Ziggler taking a beating like he's been doing in most of these matches lately. But he just went through like a gauntlet of everything. He had to face, of course, what's his wife's name? Her cheating ass was getting involved in the match. She would break up the pins, things like that. Basically, Ziggler was eating all of Miz's finishers. At one point, he would fight back and almost get the pin. Then the Spirit Squad came out. I was like, it was a cluster F of a match, but I didn't pick Ziggler to win. And I didn't, even as I was watching it, it never came into my head Ziggler's winning. They were dragging this out to make it look like he put up a big fight, and the Miz was still going to win at the end. And I lost my shit when he won. I couldn't believe it. And of course, that you don't see that reaction because I had to start a whole new video. So I guess Ziggler's not going on a vacation or anything for a while. He's now the new IC champion. And Miz's reign of terror has come to an end. Maybe that means now he'll get like a run at the championship belt. How can he lose? Granted, I know he'll probably have the rematch on SmackDown, but how do you have a run like that and then be like, how am I not number one contender? You can't just go back to the bottom of the barrel. I'd be saying something, but Ziggler, he put on. It was a hell of a match. It's definitely worth watching again. The last match was Wyatt and Orton, and I really enjoyed it. It's definitely the second best match on the card. Got maybe the third. Because I forgot I have Styles and Ambrose and that really wasn't a super great match. It was good. Yeah, I'm going to say Wyatt and Orton was the second best, and next to Cena's. Or AJ, yeah, next to Cena's and AJ Styles. But they kind of went all over the ring in this one. Both guys were, it was pretty much even, man. It was basically, it got to the point where Wyatt was having a problem putting Orton away. And Orton was about, it seemed like Orton was about to finally take him down. And of course the lights went out. And I did kind of predict this in my predictions video. I said I can guarantee you, I didn't say I guarantee, I said I can see Orton winning this match, but not cleanly. I said I bet you Luke Harper will show up and either cost Orton the match or beat Bray up, and that'll be the end of them. And, well, he came out and he cost Orton the match, but he never touched him. He just came out into the ring in this big trench coat, and Cena got all freaked out, and Wyatt schoolboyed him for the win. So that's the biggest win probably of Wyatt's career. But thankfully, that means we still have some sort of remnants of the Wyatts on SmackDown. And so when Harper comes back, I guess he'll still be on SmackDown too. So maybe the Wyatts aren't dead after all. There's still hope. What would I rate this pay-per-view? C+, B-. Like I said, Nikki's match was sloppy. The Naomi Bliss match was kind of short. The kickoff match was I wasn't really... Rhinos and Slater's match was decent. It was solid. That's probably the fourth best match. Corbin and Swagger. Corbin and Swagger's match, I don't know. It just didn't seem to light me on fire, but it was an alright pay-per-view. Other than that, though, I don't know. I don't know what else I have coming up here. I'm getting ready to go on vacation in a little bit, so, I can make those toy videos I got of stuff that I bought last week in my truck, but I don't know. Like what you saw, hit like, hit that button, smash it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the pay-per-view, if you thought anything was bullshit. Tell me what you liked. Subscribe. Dude, I'm really proud of this. I've finally got my first video that I would assume is going viral. It was my last NXT show that I went to, and for whatever reason, it's going through the moon on YouTube. I was supposed to have gone to a Crystal River NXT show this Friday, and I was dying for it. And it got postponed, and I don't think I'm going to be able to go to that because I won't be in state when that comes back. Even though I bought tickets, I have front row seats. But I have... God, what was the number last time I looked? 13,000 views? But literally in the last 2 nights, because I kept texting my brother, he went with me to that show. I'm like, dude, I've watched my video go 2K in one day. And then the next day I woke up, and it was at like 600. It was just tipping 7,000. And then that night when I went to bed, I turned on, or looked again to see what the count was, and it was almost 9,000. And since then, it just keeps going and going and going. I have my first big blow-up video. And I've gotten some viewers out of it. I think I've gotten, or subscribers. I think I've gotten almost 10. So, geez, it makes my life easier if I have these videos blow up. Sometimes I don't know. I see I don't know. I don't want to start complaining. I don't want to jinx it either. Because I've had other videos blow up in a day, and then the next day I wake up and I have 40 views when the day before I had 400. It's like, what the hell happened? But anyway, I'm rambling now. But like I said, if you want to check it out, it's the NXT Tampa show on my page, that video. I got my first viral video, yo. So to all you who did that and made that happen, I say thank you. And new subscribers, thanks for subscribing. That's it for now. Mad Viking out. Catch you next time.